Good evening. Welcome to another day of Bible Prophecy. Bible Prophecy 2010, part 32. As I begin this segment concerning Bible prophecies, we see a slight shift in the God here in the United States of America. And during that shift, people wanted to understand what's going on. But we look at the humanity side and we see events unfolding themselves concerning the governmental body of the United States of America. In doing so, we see the, the, the democracy side of and the Republican side at war here in the United States of America of somewhat. And where one side giving way to the other side, we see there is a divided kingdom, and the Republican side of the democracy of the United States is gaining momentum and gaining ground. What we have here in the system, embodied system of the United States of America, we have a tug of war, one uh, void against another void. In other words, what I'm trying to say is, I may have misspoken the word. Each one don't have a specific agenda, but one is giving way to the other because the strength of both is have became weak because the democracy system and the currency of the United States of America is losing its value. The United States is one of the richest nations in the world, but yet they're struggling with their everyday infrastructure, losing ground to other weaker countries. And they don't understand what's going on. But if they look to the Bible and check the Bible structure, where it is written that God is going to tear down the rich nation and bring the rich nation down with the poorest nation. In other words, the mountains, he spoke it in parables, saying the mountain will be brought down low with the valleys. I spoke this in my lecture as God have commanded me to do so, but I interpretate the mountain as being the rich people of the world and the valley being the poor people of the world. In other words, he bringing the high places down with the lower places, which the high places is symbolized by the rich man of the world, and the lower places, which is the valleys, are symbolized by the poorest peoples of the world. In other words, the rich peoples have taken and dominated this world affairs. They have dominated the infrastructure of the world in general. In doing so, they have been the oppressor, while the poor people didn't be oppressed. This is the way it is. Excuse me a minute. Don't let me eat the hot tea. Now, the ministers of the world have became confused, some of them, and they proclaim the rich being something else. They think that there's going to be a major earthquake. They're going to bring the mountain down with the valleys, but it's not so. God don't work that way. But he used in symbolic the mountains as being the habitat of the rich man being rich and famous. And the poor peoples of the earth who have been servants unto the rich, they are the valleys. This is the way God symbolized, tells us what's going to happen. He used various signs and symbols throughout the history of the Bible, but some of them, most of them, is all the way the same. He's talking about the rich man. There are many things written in the Bible, prophecy, and in Scripture have been worded different, but through similarities, they are similar. This is the way it is. And this is the reason I want to bring a clarification to this. Well, there's other parts of the Bible I want to go and explore tonight. I decided to make this in the nighttime concerning my calling. Because the reason I've done this, because through a retrospect of there are people who try to steal doctrine from the original prophet, trying to divert this to keep people at a calm. And when you be at a calm, all these things will slip upon you that God was referring to, and we will be left with delusions, and through delusion, all these things will come upon us in one day. And while these things are coming upon us in one day, we will lose the meaning of these things. In other words, it is not good if you are in sin and God is at hand and there's no way to escape it, nowhere to hide from these tribulations. But if man is given the truth and being prophesied by the true prophet, and he revealed these things unto them before these things happen, then the man have a chance to get his soul right. But if he is he have believed in delusions and not the true meaning by of a true prophet, and have been given words of delusion and lies, when the day come and judgment is set upon us, he would be left out there without being warned of the condition ahead. And this is the reason God sent me here, to prepare the way for the return of Jesus Christ, to speak that which man have not heard and have not seen, and to reveal a revelation of time, that the time of the return of Jesus Christ is at hand. That's the reason God sent me here, to erase all of the delusions, to take away the falsehood of false prophets, and to all of them who have sit wisely and waited on God, who looked for signs and seasons, he will see these in these wordings that I take and unfold. The prophets was used as a vessel of God to speak concerning the time and end, and let us know what signs and symbols to look for. In doing so, they spoke of these things, but they never gave in an event in a sign and season, but they told us about these things which would come to pass in these later days in the ancient men. God created a distinction between the two. He never left anything unturned. He revealed the truth in time when these things should come to place, by creating signs and symbols for us to go by. He created a sign and symbol to let us know at an appointed time set for these things to take place, and events which will take place. And these are the things that I will reveal to you. But if you believe in delusions, then you will be deceived by false prophets. So this is the reason God sent the real deal, just like he sent Jesus to die for the sins of man.